Yo, what's up, everybody? As Crypto 101 coming at you guys with a high risk, high reward Degen play today over on the Cronos chain. So, first and foremost, make sure that you guys do your own research when it comes to these projects. This is one that is very volatile from what I've seen in the past couple of days. It is very new. So, just make sure you always do your own research. This is not financial advice, but we are going to make some gains over here, and that's what we've been doing so far. So first, make sure that you stop what you're doing right now. Make sure that you like this video. Make sure you comment, leave your feedback. Let me know your strategy with this project. Make sure you hit the notification button so you know as soon as I release these videos. Now let's get straight into it. So today we are looking at Pegasus $.finance. Now, what this is another pretty much a algorithmic token that is pegged to METF that we had talked about in the previous video. So definitely take a look at that if you haven't. So we are working with another one of those tokens. Some really good gains here so far, some crazy APRs. So let's get right into exactly how this is working. So if you have never been in one of these protocols, what you usually have here is you have the token. So this is going to be the Pegasus token. You have the share token, and then you have the bond token. Now, the bond token doesn't really come into play unless you get below peg. So we're going to be talking about these two today. So one of the first things that I want to bring to your attention is, and this is something that's been talked about a lot in the group chats, is the fact that this total supply, this is not the total supply. This is not accurate. There is not only 18,000 of these, because with these usually, this is always cheaper than the share. The share is usually the most expensive one. So this is not the total supply. This is going to keep expanding as we have more epochs in the boardroom, which I'll talk to you guys a little bit about later. But this is the share token sitting at $859 per token. This is the Pegasus token sitting right at 3.5K. So this is definitely backwards. This is something that they are going to fix eventually. As you guys can see, this is not accurate. As I said, this is not the total supply. There is actually a unlimited supply here that is going to continuously go up as we get further into the project. And this is the cap for the SPES token. So definitely keep that in mind when you're investing. There's a lot of people that have been buying into this thinking that this is the max supply. That is not the case. So just make sure you do understand that. So what we have here are the banks. I'll show you guys what I'm in currently. So the TVL is currently at 124 million. That is awesome, definitely for day two. And I've seen this go all the way up to 175 million. So we're on a little bit of a dip, if that's what you want to call it. Obviously with these dips as well, you know, it's very early into this project, so we're going to see a lot of volatility in terms of the price. So always keep that in mind as well. But there are some big dollars locked into this currently. Also, it is audited by PeckShield. I don't know exactly what PeckShield is, but it is audited. So that is definitely something that's going to bring a little bit more comfort to you as an investor. Now, I am in this one currently just because of the crazy APR. This is 7,500, so 7,000 APR, which is ridiculous. I believe that is close to 20% a day. So if you really want to go degen and put a big bag in here, you'll definitely see your returns on that. Obviously, you're obviously going to see some impermanent loss as well. So I put in right around, I believe, $460 to $470. It was right around 450 SPES and 450 METF. And this is what it's at currently. Just went down a couple more dollars. But with this crazy APR, we are gaining a lot of money. So this is what I've earned just today in pretty much 24 hours. So that is huge. And that's a big amount, you know, making this much just off of this small deposit. You know, I usually go in a little bit heavier, but, you know, I'm really just getting back into Crow. So, you know, I'm going to, you know, dip my toe in the water first before I take the dive in. So that is where we are in currently. That's the only one I'm in. You have some awesome APRs here as well if you want to be more so into the Pegasus token versus the share. You have some Crow pairs here, and you also have some single staking with METF, MMF, USDC, and Crow as well, earning some good percentages. Now, you also have the boardroom here, which is where you would stake your share and you will earn the Pegasus token as a reward. So as you can see, the APR here is great as well. And pretty much what happens is each epoch that goes through, there are more Pegasus token that are minted. So that is why there's an unlimited supply of these. So definitely keep that in mind when you are determining your strategy for this. Now, what I have seen in most of these projects is the share token usually moons, and that is the opposite of what's happened here. But I definitely think if you are in this for the long term, you are going to see those gains from the share token. Once again, this is not financial advice. I don't know exactly what's going to happen with this, but my goal is to get as much shares as possible because I have seen how these work out, and I think it's just more so a misunderstanding in terms of the price here. So as you can see, we have gained a great amount of rewards here as well, almost $80 worth of the Pegasus token. And as you can see, it's only 0.02, which is just because of that high price. So make sure, this is another big thing I think that people have been getting confused with, is when it comes to these, is there are different rules when it comes to these epochs, right? So the epoch duration is 8 hours. There is a 1% tax fee per stake. The unstake fee is 1% during expansion and 5% on contraction periods. These fees will be used to buy back Pegasus token. This is huge. Deposit and withdrawal of the share into and from the boardroom will lock the share for 9 epochs and Pegasus rewards for 3. So you can't just put your share in here and then pull it back out and pull your rewards out and expect to be able to pull everything out at the same time. Make sure you understand these locking periods because this is really important when you are trying to determine what your strategy will be for this project. Now, this is another big one. Pegasus Rewards claim will lock your shares for 9 epochs, and the next Pegasus Rewards can only be claimed 3 epochs later. So once again, 3 and 4 are super important. Make sure you understand that. I've seen a lot of people in the chats talking about, hey, why can't I pull this out? You know, where are my rewards? Why are my shares locked? Different things like that. So make sure you definitely understand that before you get into this and you start moving shares and your Pegasus around. So we're not at the point where bonds really matter. That's going to be if it does go below peg, but we are definitely not there yet. That's going to be more so in the long term. So really just wanted to bring this project to you guys' attention. You know, you want to get in these as early as possible. This is a partnership with MM Finance. So definitely something I'm bullish on. Definitely think something I think has a long-term value in it. But once again, this is not financial advice. Make sure you do your own due diligence and your research before investing in any crypto project. Now, like I said, I've invested right around, 1,500 crow. No, actually, it's 1,900 crow into this project. I'm loving the gain so far. This is definitely a Degen play, so keep that in mind. I'm going to keep my stuff in here long term. I don't plan on pulling out of here until, at least a month or so. I really want to see where it goes. This is more so just play money here, and I want to see, how much I can get and take advantage of these killer APRs. Now, another quick tip, if you guys don't want to be exactly in Pegasus dollar, you also can come over here to the vaults in MMO. This thing has been mooning. MMF has really been doing their thing, like I've been saying. So definitely take advantage of this. I definitely think this is the next pancake swap, definitely for the Crow network, because they have just been putting out product after product after product. So if you guys are more comfortable getting here, you can also get into the vaults in MMO and stake those same liquidity pairs, the SPEZ and METF, as well as the Pegasus METF, and they're still paying these crazy APRs. And what will happen here, instead of just getting the Pegasus or the share token, you will also get the METF. So if you want to kind of de-risk a little bit and not be fully into the Pegasus platform, that is another great play. So once again, just wanted to bring this to you guys' attention. Some super, super crazy APRs, almost too good to be true, but it is true. So make sure you guys check it out. Make sure you guys also check me out on Twitter and Instagram at scrypto101, where there'll be a lot of great content on other blockchains. We are doing so much to get these gains on a daily basis. Make sure that you guys comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification button so you know as soon as these videos are made, so you are never late to the party. Now, I'm going to keep doing my thing over here, getting these gains on these MMF products and the Pegasus platform, and we'll see you guys soon with this passive income.